Good morning, dear Ajman University students. This is Dr. Dalia Bidewi, Manager of Counseling Unit, Deanship of Student Services. I'm making this video to tell you what is that we can do to help us managing our anxiety. So I know that being stuck at home all day, not knowing what's going to happen next, watching TV and news all day long, this could be really stressful. So we should all try to calm down, take a very deep breath, trying to figure out what is it that we can control and what we cannot. One thing that you cannot control is the rate of death and infected people that happen all day. You cannot control this. But one thing that we can control is the way we live. So I'm having a list of 5 things that you could do to help you manage anxiety. Number 1, take 5 deep breaths. So whenever you feel anxious about something, it's always helpful to get oxygen into your body. Oxygen will come to your brain, and that is always helpful. So when you take this breath, try to make it from your stomach, not from your chest. You don't believe me? Let's try this out together. Ready? Okay. Wow, so tell me, how do you feel now? Because personally, I'm much relieved. Number 2, establish a routine. So by the way, you cannot let yourself wake up in the morning and then try to think about it, what I'm going to do today. You cannot let yourself do that, because that is something will make you feel that you're not controlling anything over your life, that you're still waking up in the morning and you have no control over everything. So you have to establish a routine in your own life. My advice is, what about having a fixed time for your lunchtime and dinner time? How about that? So you'll know when you have a lunchtime, when you have a big time. And another thing, how about making a time for exercising? So now that we have been always complaining that you don't have time for a lot of exercise, now it's about time. You could look for it on YouTube, on TV channel, and then you could have one of the routine day is to have an exercise all day. Number 3, allow yourself a worry time. So now that you have established your own routine, now you can give yourself 15 minutes of a worry time. Now get your pen and pencil, or get your paper and write down what is it that makes you worry. So when you take it out of you and you take it outside, you may find out that it's not magnified as you think it is. It's not so bad as you think it is. It's actually very small things, and you can have control over that. It's just that you have to make them make sense. Take them out of your chest. Number 4, FaceTime a friend and be social. Now let me tell you this, being social distant does not mean that you have to be social isolated. So you always have a friend, maybe someone that you haven't called for so long, maybe friends that you're not living with you. So now you could pick up your phone and just dial their numbers and talk to them. Make your friend like a very familiar thing in your life. You could have your family living with you. Now we have always been complaining that we don't have time for our family. Well, it's about time. We could always talk to our families, either they live at home or live abroad. So you could always Skype them, Zoom them, but you should always have a friend. And I have a very important tip to tell our students who are making, for instance, seeing a psychiatrist, taking a medication. You cannot stop that. You should always have your contact with psychiatrists and keep on in your medication. This is really important. Number 5, set up new goals. So did you ever heard yourself saying that I've been loving painting all my life. I always have like different hobbies, and now I stopped doing that. Maybe it's about time that you could do that again. It's a very important time where you could reestablish your own life again. So if you have been reading a lot but not anymore, now you could go to your shelf and get that book and then shelf that have been sitting there for over a year and try to contact that again and try to read it again. We have hobbies that we have abandoned for so long, but now it's really about time where we could get back to our hobbies again. These are 5 tips that I have for you today that could help you to manage your anxiety. I hope that have been helpful. And please always remember that counseling unit is there for you. Could always contact me either by phone, email, or WhatsApp. But always remember that we will always back you up. Thank you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.